In this video, we're going to be going over a graphical method for representing quantitative data called a dot plot. And in a dot plot, each of our data points are represented by a single dot on a horizontal axis. And then when we have repeated points, we just make another dot above the first point or the second point or the third point. So the more dots we have for a particular value, the more values that we had in our data set. An easiest way to explain how this works is really just to go through a simple example. So we're going to use these 15 data points that we have here, which is just the number of siblings that 15 different people had that were sampled. So our first step is to draw our horizontal axis. So we're just going to draw our x-axis. And now we need to make tick marks for each of the different numbers that we have. So we have a 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4 for all of our different data points. So we'll just write those down here. So we have 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now we'll just walk through each of our data points and put a dot corresponding to what the value actually is. So we'll just start from the left and just work our way over. So we have a 0, so we put one dot. We have a 1, put another dot. We have another 1, so we have a repeated data point. So instead of just putting it next to this or whatever, we're just going to put one higher. So this is showing that we have two number 1s. Then we have a 3, so we put a dot for 3. We have a 2, dot for 2, another 1, so we put another dot again higher. We have a 2, so another repeated measure. A 4, so we put a dot for 4. 2 zeros, so we'll put 2 dots there for 0. A 3, a 2, a 1, a 0, and a 2. Now this is just a simple example of what a dot plot can look like. We can also break it down into slightly different methods. So if we have maybe a continuous variable where we have data points that range in between here, we can put data points in those different locations. But for a discrete case where we have a finite set of numbers that we can have, a dot plot is a really nice way to represent that data.